Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is an all signs broad spectrum reading. It is intended originally for Monday the 5th of September, but it's not solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a different day, it may be, and it fits your situation, then you may want to use it. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. It may not be your reading, so don't worry. You're not like doing anything wrong or anything like that. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of the daily videos. Within there is housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about while utilizing my readings, how to contact me via social media for a private reading, and ways to support the channel. Easy ways to support the channel: hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, leave me a question or comment, and share the video out. So let's get into these cards and see what's going on today. Wow, so we have the Chariot. And the reason why I say wow is because the Sunday reading yesterday, which will be in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this reading, is all major arcana this week. So it's interesting that we're leading Monday with a major arcana. Chariot is associated with the sign of Cancer primarily, but also a little bit with Pisces. Chariot is a celebratory card. It is about forward movement. It's about determination. It's about perseverance. It's about kind of moving forward no matter what the circumstances are. It can indicate a celebration or things being honored in a certain way, right? I love, there's always this depiction, either whether it's horses, here it's lions, but there's this black and white aspect to it where it's like good and bad, no matter what the elements are, we're using them to our advantage and moving ourselves in the direction we want to go with determination. Now, underpinning this from Sunday's reading is the Tower, which is like a sort of a destruction or a falling apart. Something on, faulty foundations may no longer be working for us. But to me, it doesn't feel like that's stopping us, especially with the Chariot's energy here. The Chariot says that, like, no matter what might be falling away, changing, transforming, or becoming different in front of our very eyes, we feel empowered to move forward. The aspect of Cancer, Cancerian energy in this card would mean, regardless of how we're moving forward, or not how we're moving forward, but regardless of the fact that we are moving forward, do so from a place of like sort of emotion, intuition, compassion, love, Cancer's a very nurturing sign. It's also a very intuitive sign. And so when we're, as we're moving through whatever transformation or shifts that are going on around us via that Tower card, do so empowered, do so intuitively, do so connected emotionally. And it's funny, as I say that, I go back to seeing the Queen of Cups in last week's reading quite a bit. And it feels like, whatever we're moving through, if we're still continuing to be challenged by it, we're empowered to a certain degree with the Chariot here. There's a determination with the Chariot where there's nothing stopping us, right? So it's like seeing what it is we want, even in the midst of maybe controversy or adversity, and moving towards it. The balance of the white and dark, the light and dark lions to me say, no matter what the circumstances, we can make this happen, or we can kind of move through it with a certain amount of, resilience, grace, power, honor. Those things are all, to me, like Chariot aspects, right? So the destruction of the Tower isn't stopping us, is essentially what this card is telling me. It's not slowing us down. It might actually be clearing a path for us in a way for us to move forward with clarity, with purpose, with intuition and an emotional sense or an awareness or a connection, like where we know where we need to be, or we know where we want to head. We know, how to get there, even as things fall away. It's not like we're victim to that Tower, is what this Chariot's telling me. Even with the midweek and the end of the week card in Sunday's reading, the Hermit, even though he's the end of the week card and he's kind of withdrawn, he's still empowered, right? He's empowered to go within and find those answers within himself. And so I feel this level of empowerment also here with the Chariot. It's like, oh, I'm not letting this stop me. Like, fuck that. I'm continuing to move forward regardless. And it almost has like an I have my eyes on the prize aspect to it, right? there's a directness, a pursuit with the chariot where it's like we see it and we go straight for it, or we channel our energy towards it in a way that's oftentimes celebrated and successful, powerful. Like, you know, the chariot represents coming back from sort of like war or a journey, an arduous journey, and being heralded. So channel that energy, channel that directness, speak, you know, your mind if you need to, speak emotionally, do so from a place of nurturing and compassion, but also your own sort of self-love, you know, like have that at the forefront during this time. Now let's look at the Shamanic Medicine Oracle card. Okay, we have Staff, which is foundations. This is giving me like definite, you know, wands vibes, especially with the colors and then obviously the staff here. But I like that it's sort of pouring directly, this rain that's coming down is pouring towards the chariot. It almost feels like it's energizing that chariot to move it forward. It almost feels like this could be some of the tower influence, you know, like, you know, the rain's pouring down, the tower's falling apart, but we're not letting it stop us. We're not letting a little bit of rain keep us inside, so to speak. And foundations to me feel like, the word foundations makes me feel like we should be fairly steady in our movement, in our awareness. Even as we move forward, we should feel empowered. Chariot is more of a water sign because it's associated with Cancer. This staff card to me feels very fire oriented, right? But fire, which is the spirit, is about taking action. And Cancerian energy it's emotional, but yet it's also highly intuitive, right? So there's that aspect, the intuition kind of connects the emotions into the spirit. So I feel like these two things are working together for us, not necessarily against us. The rain in staff makes me feel like, yes, there might be something coming down upon us or changing around us. That's the tower's influence. But that staff remains strong through the center. It almost leans into it, right? That's what the tilt that we have in the staff. It leans into it. It doesn't let it stop it. You know, it heads straight on, just like the chariot's coming straight on to us. So that doesn't necessarily mean to be forceful, push our agenda, fight against things. It's like, no, Mavis, I'm not going to let you have it today. If that makes any sense. I'm going to move forward no matter what, because this is what I want. This is what I deserve. This is what I know foundationally to be true for myself. And there's a strength in that, both spiritual and emotional. So let me read you staff really quick. One second, I need to find it. Okay. Staff lends itself for you to learn on whilst you take stock of where you are on your journey. This is a vital requirement for you right now, as you seem to be walking on rather shaky ground and don't feel supported. That would be the tower's influence underneath all of this. Your journey has taken many twists and turns, and although you have tried to remain focused, your desired destination still feels out of reach. Now, to me, I'm going to just pause there for a moment. It may be out of reach, but the chariot is about travel, right? It's about moving towards our desired goal or outcome. So we may not be there. It may still feel out of reach, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're not still headed towards it. Choose staff as your companion, for it will accompany you back to your roots. This is an opportunity for you to look at where you have been and where you would like to be heading. That's definitely chariot energy. Most importantly, you are being guided to go back to basics and remember where you have come from. Have you stayed on your path or have you strayed? Looking back and acknowledging what, where, and how you started will bring a fresh, renewed outlook and the strength you need to take this journey to completion. It may be time to start all over again. If so, rock bottom will give you the perfect foundations to build upon. Staff revealed, used for thousands of years by prophets, royalty, high priests, and priestesses, this magical tool, also known as a stave, is a symbol of authority. The first recorded use of a staff is in ancient Egypt. Moses used a staff to part the Red Sea. In modern spiritual practice, a staff is used to cast a circle for protection and as an aid to navigating the mystical path. It's interesting, the mystical path, and then we're in the chariot moving along it. Other divinatory meanings. Keep your eyes firmly on the path before you. Don't let others divert you from your journey. You are right on track. Keep going. All chariot energy, guys. Make a commitment and stand strong in your convictions. You are in the perfect position to start anew. Don't back down. Support will be provided. And remember, the card underneath all of this week is that word support. Um, the Shamanic Medicine card is. Staff speaks. Lean on me, focus and wait. Determine what to dissipate. Strip beliefs back to the core. Strong foundations help you soar. So we have the strength and the ability to move forward, even in the face of adversity this week. And the grounding stone is going to be grounding in being blessed. Now, remember the grounding stone for this week is the vision, right? Or keeping a vision. What is it that we want? What is it that we want to move towards? What is it that Chariot's heading towards? What is it that we emotionally or spiritually feel like we deserve, need, want, desire? And how do we move towards it? Maybe even in the face of adversity, right? Or in the face of change through that Tower card. But here's the deal, guys. I think that it's easier to move forward when we're able to focus and ground within our blessings and where we are blessed, and then be in appreciation and gratitude rather than in sort of disillusion or resentment or resistance or fear or lack, right? So when we focus and understand that we are blessed, that we have the gifts that we need, we have the strength that we need to move forward and to obtain our vision or to build upon our vision. We may not necessarily achieve our vision just yet. That might be why it feels like it's out of place for us or further away, but we're still heading towards it and feeling blessed in the fact that we even have the choice, the opportunity, the challenge, just the chance to even create the vision is part of the gift, right? So channeling that, grounding in that, and expanding that will help us to not only achieve it, but also to keep that chariot moving forward, to keep our staff sort of strong, our foundation strong, and understand that we too deserve exactly whatever it is that we want. That is your forecast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a question or comment, share the video out. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. It should be an interesting week. Have a wonderful day, and remember, you are blessed and you are strong.